In this video, we're going to talk about the guilt that comes along with losing a soul animal, how it can manifest, why we hold it, and how we can release it. Hi, my name is Shane, and if you don't already know me, I'm an animal communicator, a spiritual healer, and intuitive coach. In my first video in this series, we talked about how grief is heavy and just sits in your heart, and you have a hard time moving on from it. Now we're going to talk about guilt, which is one of the biggest factors that I find in my clients. Guilt is a very powerful emotion that can keep us stuck in our grief. Almost every pet parent that I speak with holds on to this guilt. And the few that say that it's not a factor, it's probably just subconscious that they're hanging on to it. Because let's face it, even if we know in our logical minds that we did everything that we possibly could have done and it was not our fault, that doesn't mean that our emotions didn't still get stuck in our body, because our emotions are not rational and they don't always make sense. So let me touch here on a few things that I've heard people say. They chose to euthanize their animal, but they feel like maybe they did it too early. The animal still had some life left. They were still having good days. They chose to put the animal to sleep, but it was too late. They were in pain for too long. They passed away, but I wasn't able to be there. They had an illness or sickness that I just couldn't treat properly. Maybe I didn't have the financial means to treat. Maybe they couldn't have surgery. Maybe we tried the surgery, but it didn't work. And then worst of all, if there was some kind of tragic accident, the animal was hit by a car, the animal was attacked by another animal, and they feel that they could have prevented it somehow. The most important thing to know is your animal knows that you did everything you could, and you couldn't possibly have known all the outcomes or how it would have turned out. And rationally, we know this, but it still hurts our heart. Some people may also feel that they deserve this guilt, or if they let go of this guilt, they're letting go of the love for their animal. And that is not the case. Releasing the guilt and letting yourself feel lighter actually allows the love and support that they send you still to get to you, and you can receive it. Because our animals love us. They want what's best for us. And keeping this guilt and being stuck in the grief is not helpful. They want to send us their love. So we're going to do what's called an emotional release technique. It's very simple. It won't take much time at all. And you should feel a little lighter after. So the first thing we're going to do is a quick grounding technique. This is really important for understanding and feeling what's going on with your body. So first, take a nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now we're going to sense, feel, imagine roots growing out of our feet and deep into the earth, just like a tree. Now that we're nice and grounded, I want you to close your eyes for just a second and see if you can feel the heaviness from guilt sitting on your chest. If you feel it somewhere else, that is absolutely okay. This is just the number one spot that I tend to find it in my clients. If you notice a heaviness, a denseness, maybe a little tingling feeling, that is the guilt. What we're going to do is pull it right out. Just act like you're rolling up yarn and you're just pulling it and pulling it, and then snap and flick it away. Now, take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Most of the time, what you'll notice is you are actually able to take a little bit of a deeper breath. I hope you got a little sense of what letting go of some of that and feeling lighter can feel like, because we'll go a little bit deeper in the next video about other things that keep people stuck, because we can be stuck in our grief for years and our animals do not want that for us. So thanks for watching, and I'll check you in the next video.